do we like? Hello Martian travelers, and welcome back to the Mars Parlor. In today's nail video, we are going to be doing a long clear set of nails. I just recently made my very first purchase from VBeautyPure, and I've been wanting to test out their products for a while now, but they are on the pricier end. So I made a little order and got a little bit of their gel polishes as well as their acrylic powders. And now, having tested them on a few sets, I am absolutely in love with the formulas. I will say to all aspiring nail techs, artists, enthusiasts out there that the Valentino or VBeautyPure products adds like an instant notch to your game without having to adjust your technique too much, in my opinion. So it really made me understand better the value of your formulas whenever it comes to your nail products. So I would very much highly recommend some VBeautyPure products. I do have another order coming already, and I'm super duper excited to experiment with all the new fun stuff that I got. But yes, anyway, we're doing long, clear, gold accented nails today with little angel babies on them, and I'm very much excited. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's just get right into it. Hi guys, so as per usual, I'm starting off the video with my cuticles and nail prep already done. If you would like to see how I do that, I can make a separate video. Just let me know in the comments. But we are starting off by sizing our tips here. These are still my Wowitis tips, which I believe I got from Amazon. But I am switching back to the traditional method. Instead of putting a layer of gel base coat on my nails, I am going to use some acid-free gelish primer, and before that I will be dehydrating with 91% isopropyl alcohol. So I'm going to be using Model 1's nail glue to apply these tips, and I am doing something a little bit different with the application. I'm wanting to apply a little more pressure towards the very free edge or the very beginning of the well, so that they kind of angle up a little bit more. It's nothing too drastic with the end product. I just find that usually nails have a bit of a curve or a bend to them as they go towards the free edge, so this kind of keeps you from having too curved of a look even when using straight tips. Now I'm just chopping them down to the length that I want, and another little tip that I've learned is to angle your tip cutters towards yourself, if that makes sense, just to it kind of helps to create that moon cut without having to go in with your e-file and like be real careful and steady with that. So I learned this little trick, and I think it works pretty well. Now, something else that I don't usually put in my nail process is blending the tips. I used to think that there was no real purpose for it, but I have found that after going in with the final filing, when your acrylic is laid and everything, when you're trying to get that nice smooth and thin shape, I can see my nail tip through the sidewalls. So I figured this is the step that I need to input to go ahead and combat that issue. So and I do believe it helps. I'm looking at the nails right now, and I do think this is a good step to input in the process. Alright, so I got this adorable dust brush from Temu, and it was only about like a few dollars, I think, but another item that I didn't think was necessary for the process, but it definitely kind of kicks out that excess dust that gets in your cuticle wells and everything before wiping it with alcohol, which isn't always 100% effective. Especially since I'm doing a clear set, I want these to be as clean as possible throughout the process. So as you can see, I am showing you the VBeautyPure products I'm going to be using. I have Perfect Nude and Crystal Clear for this set. I'm super excited to see just how clear this acrylic powder is going to be. I'm always looking for the best one. And then this is just a generic brush I believe I also got from either Temu or Amazon. I'm still just looking for a nice brush. You know, I ruined my Kiara Sky one not too far back, but yeah. So here we go with the application. As I said, I have used this powder on a few sets already, and the formula is just amazing. Like, if you can tell from just looking at it here, it's very buttery smooth. Like, it's not too watery to where it's gonna flood my cuticle and everything, and it also isn't too solid or dry to the point where it's gonna solidify before I really move it around where I want to. So I really wanted to keep this video in real time as much as possible so you guys could see just how workable this is and for how long. And then, like, for everything to self-level the way that it does, it's just a beautiful formula to work with. And you guys will see that throughout this little process here. Now, normally with my acrylic application, I would start towards the tip and build up the thickness there first. But since we are doing, it's almost an ombre, but not really, I just didn't want to leave my bare nail beds for view. I figured I could take this nice pink nude color here, Perfect Nude, and just make the nail bed area look more neat and even before going in with the clear. I'm also being very careful not to brush this acrylic all the way down the nail tip for the sake of not misting up the clear that we're going to be doing. Okay, now I am going in with the Crystal Clear, and as I'm setting the bead kind of in the middle of that nail, I am going to brush it towards the free edge and focus on building up the thickness there that I'm going to want throughout the entire body of the nail, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to work my way back towards the cuticle with my beads and create a very nice apex. comes to a cuticle bead, it is best to place that bead not so much right on your cuticle, but of course close to it, and then press it as much as possible without it touching your cuticle well. And then you're going to want to pat it towards the sides of your cuticle, towards your side walls, and do as little touching as possible to the cuticle bead. You'll want it to self-level as much as possible. And then do feather light strokes down the nail to blend it into the rest of the acrylic. And yeah, that's as best as I can explain a cuticle bead thus far. But just practice and some visual learning is always best. Okay, so here's a view of the application only with these nails, and now I'm going in with my Melody Susie e-file to go ahead and debulk some of these. So the goal with this bit here is to get everything from the apex to the free edge to be level. So the darker spots or the dips in the nail that you can see, that's kind of what you're wanting to eliminate by running the drill bit from apex to free edge. That way it can be a completely flat and smooth plateau on the body of the nail. And after using the drill, I'm going to go ahead with my 180-100 grit hand file and finish off the filing, kind of get the edges as crispy as possible, especially for this square shape. So what I'm doing here is using my hand file to make that moon cut a little crispier. All I'm doing is filing at an angle towards the back of the nail, and this is just gonna give that effect without having to go in and carve it out. last but not least, I am taking a round cuticle bit to go ahead and blend the cuticle acrylic. This way it just kind of tops off everything, gets rid of any of the unevenness or, excess acrylic that might be hiding in your cuticle well. So all of our final filing is finished, and I'm just going to dust that again with my little dust brush and wipe them with alcohol so that I can have the cleanest and most dust-free base to put down my foundation. So the purpose of the gel base coat is to adhere my little angel baby stickers better. If I were to just try and put them on the filed acrylic, it would pose a challenge for them sticking and staying. So this is just a little pre-step to go ahead and avoid that. So when applying gel polish, the trick is to push and pull at the cuticle with very short movements to try and get that bubble of product to go as very close as possible to the cuticle without flooding it. And then you're going to want to brush into that product and, cover the rest of the nail. I wish there were a better way to explain it, but you guys will see me do it a few times here. This is just the cleanest and best method to keep yourself from making a mess, from having to go in and do too much cleanup. and now we're setting up for the design. This is an adorable little gel polish dish that my bestie got me a few years back. Still getting wonderful use out of it. So these are from a new gel polish Beatles collection that I ordered. And I'm just wanting to mix these together to give this gold a bit more of a glitter effect. In the end, I did go over my line work with a second coat of just that solid gold. I don't know. I wish I had something a little more flashy and glittery, maybe something closer to the cat eye effect, but these did still turn out pretty cute. I remembered that I need to put the stickers down before I do any of the gel polish, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do now. I'm just strategically placing them here and there so they can be seen under the French tip, and also just, you know, kind of a little bit underneath it. I kind of want to give this sort of a mosaic effect, sort of a collage vibe. I do feel like in the end I could have put more little stickers and kind of like had them half showing, half not, a little bit on the edge type thing. The original idea was to go in with some flowers in the emptier spaces as well, but I kind of ran out of time for all that. But anyway, these still turned out very much adorable. So this is just me placing those angel babies here and there, and then I'm going to go in with that gold gel polish I mixed up and paint some line work French tips. So with this, I did mention going in with 2 coats to keep everything looking more opaque, but I did only show the one. But yes, I am doing line work French tips here to kind of give an open space for that clear acrylic and everything. Of course, the focus of these nails is the clear. But yeah, this is a pretty simple process. I'm just freehanding those French tips, and then we're going to put some rhinestones down and top coat, and that's going to complete our set, actually. So now that we finished with the design, I am taking these rhinestones. They are actually Aurora rhinestones. I do believe I got these from Amazon. And I don't really have like a gold crystal set, so I figured these would match best. So I like to put down the rhinestone glue. I am using McCart's rhinestone glue, and then top coat over it before placing the jewels on. This way you don't have to work around them afterwards and mess up the shine or anything by accidentally top coating over them. The top coat I am using is, as always, Beetle's gel top coat. It is my fave, my go-to. I will say in my new VBeautyPure order, I did go ahead and order some gel base and top coat so I could test that out and see how that looks. But thus far, Beetle's is my trusted top coat. And finally, something that I like to do with clear nails is to top coat the backside, just to give it the ultimate level of clearness that they can achieve. I thought I'd leave in just a little extra top coating goodness for you guys. This is one of the most satisfying parts to me with these videos. So yeah, with this top coat, we have completed the set. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and safe travels back to Earth. Peace.